Hi there, Penny Johnson here, your instructor for the summer section of our Outlook class. In this video, we're going to walk through how to set up the multi-factor authentication so that we can use the virtual desktop. So you can see I have my web browser running available on the screen here. And today I'm using my MacBook, so my web browser is Safari, but you can be using Google Chrome or whatever. I've already logged into Blackboard and I've advanced to our courses Blackboard site. At the left, I'm going to click Assignments, and then I'm going to click the first link here where it says Setting Up the Multi-Factor Authentication. So multi-factor authentication simply means that in addition to logging in, you have to have another way where you will authenticate or verify that you are who you say you are. And the reason that the college requires that you do both is because they just have a lot of trouble with their email getting spam and phishing and just malicious attacks via our email system. So they're stepping up the level of security by requiring that we log in and have this second feature, this multi-factor authentication. So what we have to do is we have to set that up before we're even allowed to log in to the virtual desktop. Okay, so I'm going to click here where it says setting up for the multi-factor authentication. And then we have the information right here where it says getting started, step 1, set up your multi-factor authentication account. So then the next thing to do is click here where it says log in and set up. So I'm going to click that, log in and set up. Okay, the username I'm going to enter is the Exchange user account that I've been assigned for the class, and I have to enter the whole thing. So this one's my information. Each person is assigned their own Exchange user. You'll have to enter your Exchange user information and your specific password that you've been given. It's been emailed to you, and also it's on Blackboard, but if you need it again, just let me know and I can share it again. And then click login. Okay, now the second form of authentication, what most people do is they just have a code that is texted to their phone. So you can choose whether you want it however you want it, whether you want to download the app to your phone and get it through the app, if you want it sent to you via a phone call, an auto-generated phone call, or if you want it via a text message. I'm going to say I want mine via text message, and then I'm just going to put in my cell phone number so that every time I'm ready to log in, then it will text me on my cell phone. It'll text me a code, and then I'll enter that code at that login screen. So I log in with my username and password that I'm given for the Outlook class, and I also will have to enter this code that it texts me. That's how I'm going to say to do this. Okay, now I just want to show you something before I finish up here. So I'm going to go back to Blackboard. Let's say that I don't want to do, sorry, I'm going to go to assignments. Let's say I don't want to do the multi-factor authentication. Then the only other choice that you have is to come to campus. If you're off campus, you have to do that second step. And what happens if you try to connect to the virtual desktop without doing the multi-factor authentication? So I'm going to click, I'm going to go back in that folder, and I'm going to click here where it says access the virtual desktop. I'm going to try to log in to the virtual desktop here. So here I'm going to enter my Exchange username, oops, if I could spell it right, and password, again, the one that has been assigned to me specifically for the class. This one is mine, and I'm going to log in. And do you see here where it tells me access denied? And that's because I haven't done that multi-factor authentication. So if you see access denied, it means you have to set up that authentication to either get the text message or whatever. If you have any trouble with this at all, feel free to let me know. I'm happy to help step you through it. Once you have it set up, then you're ready to go. You can log in every time you need to access the virtual desktop.